So how does one experience God? By sitting in silence. And that's what meditation is all about. It's in the silence of the body and the silence of the mind that we start to connect with our real self. And our real self is our soul, and that soul is a part of God. And so as we connect with that godly characteristic within ourselves, then we are experiencing God for ourselves. And as we experience God for ourselves, then we realize the presence of God in our life. It's not hearsay anymore. We had that experience, and that's the key. In the East, God is described by these three characteristics called Sat, Chit, Anand. The Sat means truth, Chit means consciousness, and Anand means bliss. The God is all truth. Everything with God is truthful. Okay? Everything with God is spiritually conscious. It's of a higher consciousness, much higher than this physical consciousness that we have. And everything with God is blissful. Okay? This aspect of being blissful is what we forget. Because when difficulties come in our life, we start to feel as if we are not in a state of happiness. The smile fades away and we get into a depressive mode. But we need to realize that God is an ocean of all bliss. We're a drop of that ocean. So our innate quality is to be blissful. And to be in that state, we need to experience the love of God in our lives. What makes us blissful is when we are in love. Okay? And when we experience the love for God, which is within each and every one of us, then we know that our life is blissful, it's happy, it's joyous. Think of the times when you thought you were in love with some other person of this world. At that time, everything is happy, everything is joyous, everything is blissful. There's no difficulties, your attention is not on anything else. You're just very happy. So when we realize the presence of God in our own being, which we do as we meditate, you can imagine the joy and bliss that we have. And when we are happy on the inside, then that happiness is what flows out from us on the outside. And those who are content with themselves are the ones who have a big smile on their face. Because they know that everything is taken care of. When we get to a state where we feel the presence of God in our own lives, then we realize that there's nothing else that can distract us from being happy. Because happiness is within ourselves. There's no one who can take that away from us. There's nothing that puts us in a state which will deprive us of being joyful and being blissful. And that state is what is important to experience. And those who find that state within themselves are the ones who pass through life in the best possible of manners. The key is to go within. The key is to look within. The key is to find deep within ourselves the joys of the divine. And each and every one of us can do that. The process of meditation is to take our attention away from the world outside and focus it within. Because when we find the strength within, then we can deal with the disparities on the outside. We can deal with the ups and downs of life very easily, because we know that at our core, we are blissful. That at our being, at the depths of who we are, there's joy. And so that joy needs to ooze out, that joy needs to come out, and that everything on the outside is just on the periphery, and it's going to pass.